And he's gotta go. Hmm. Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh, my back. Yep. 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 Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh man. This weather's been destroying me, man. My head hurts. My neck hurts. I feel like I need to snap my neck, but that might be a bad thing. Skelly, my man, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Yeah, we had a couple of trades before. Had those spy puts. Had like this little spy call bounce. That's why I called it, again, that's why I said like a scalp, because I was looking just for like 10, 12 points right there. And then you can see it tried to retest multiple times. But looks like we're just dropping. It almost does look like I want to say the S&P almost looks like kind of like a descending wedge. So like it might like chill, and then maybe like even like 1:30, 2 o'clock, we might like start climbing out. So we'll see what happens. Hey Killian, how you doing? Joey out of the dentist. Okay, beautiful. My dentist, that's another beauty. I asked him if he could put in a new tooth to replace my old teeth. He put in a tooth with 4 cavities. Big Lou, how we doing? Lucio! You and me against the world, Lucio. I love you, brother. I'm glad you're doing well. Hey, Thorny, how we doing, brother? How's the weather over there in the Czech? Because over here it's freezing. Yeah, honestly, I love the Novocaine because it is such a weird feeling that you don't normally feel. So like the jaw and sometimes if they put too much, it like starts to like radiate like up to your eyeball and stuff. Like you could feel like your eye is half numb. I mean, it's a weird feeling, but it's actually kind of a cool feeling. Yep, we're dropping a little bit lower. So those puts, I mean, they should be up a few bucks maybe. Yeah, it's called by you. Yep. Winter is here, boys and girls. And unless you live like in Florida or Mexico or somewhere right on the equator, then it's probably going to get colder. Good old Thursday, huh? Good old Thursday. Called those Disney puts. Again, we know earnings are a gamble, but we got that one beautifully correct. 73.60 today. Really? I might have to move to Nebraska. And DraftKings got, yeah, see, DraftKings got like a key trend line right around 30. See it? Which is why, like, I know one of the other people posted randomly talking about DraftKings, and it was like right around here. And you can see how we started to bounce off of the trend line. And then that's actually back, we can pull it up, when the markets dropped and took another leg lower, right? So you can see how even though they brought it back down, it tried to hold, right? And even on the break, it comes right back to it and gets back above the line. So in my opinion, it really shouldn't go lower than here. And I was expecting a little bit of a market bounce back, and it hasn't really happened yet. So even in like the last hour of the day, if markets start to rebound, something like DraftKings will probably easily get back up, maybe like here, 30.60, 30.80, really should. Really should, in my opinion. When you say call or put, what are you supposed to use as a strike price and time frame? All right, well, something like if I call like a SPY call, right? Then usually that means I'm expecting like some sort of a pump or maybe just like a little bounce or a reversal. So usually if we're talking like SPY, QQQ, I mean, you know, if you could really take the risk, you could do that day's expiration. Some people in here, thank goodness, are smart and they'll buy the next day or 2 days out. And then if I am early and they don't work out right away, you know, they're still okay. Something like USO, I mean, again, I'm expecting a climb in oil. I do expect it later in the afternoon and tomorrow. But obviously buying for tomorrow, you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Because if it doesn't immediately start climbing, you're just going to start losing money. So something like a USO, you probably buy like next Friday, you buy calls. Strike price, again, the closer the strike price is to the underlying security price, the more expensive the option is going to be. And that's why when people ask me, how much time do I buy? What strike price do I buy? As I always say, everyone has a different amount of money, a different amount of risk. You know, a $50 call next week that might be a gamble for you is nothing for someone else. If you can, yeah, buy a little bit of time. And, you know, yeah, like, you know, you did it right. Like you said, DraftKings was at like 30. I said DraftKings calls, and you did it. You bought a 30.5. Now, you did buy it for this Friday again, which means that we do need to start to see this bounce, right? That's how you'll make a good return on that option. If we start to see the bounce almost right away after you bought it, and we don't lose time on the option, right? Because then that's the theta decay. So what you want is for this to climb up basically by the close. Basically by the close. I mean, of course, you could hold it into tomorrow, right? And if markets are up, you know, 1% across the board, we have a big green Friday, like this thing could pop up to 31.5, you know what I mean? So it could be huge. But again, at the same time, I want you to understand the risks involved, because if it opens down or flat, your option will most likely be down 80%. And also, I actually watch, like when I call SPY calls, I'm looking at the S&P. I'm not looking at the SPY ETF, believe it or not. And that's why, like, even something like this, if I call, oh, SPY calls here, like, I don't know where SPY is right now. I'm looking at SPX, you know what I'm saying? So if I think SPX is going back to 6,800, I'll say SPY calls, but I don't know where SPY is. And that's why people will always ask, oh, what time frame, what strike? Like, I have no freaking idea. Look, but we pull it up, it's 674. right? It's 674. And you can see if we did run up now to 6,800, that would bring us to like here, right? So you can go a few points out of the money. Finally hit 67.60. Yep. I'm telling you, we know what we know, baby. We know what we know. It actually looks like it might want to go lower, believe it or not. I think it wants to go lower. It did look like the dollar was starting to climb a little bit. So, like, we would, obviously, markets were kind of like dropping with the dollar, right? We were all dropping together. So that's why when I saw the dollar starting to like curl, that's why I was like, ooh, SPY calls here. But again, what this proves, this is why I get so aggravated. And again, I'm very hard on myself. You guys know that. But also, again, I'm telling you, I'm not making excuses. This market is bullshit. You see time and time again, when I say something like, it puts on the SPY, and they pump it, and I'm sitting here saying, this is bullshit, this is bullshit. And then what happens? The last 3 minutes of the day, that's when it starts to drop. Or, again, today, this morning, everyone thought, oh, we finally opened the government, everything's great. No, we dropped down, we gave it all back. Because we ran up on, like, false pretenses. We ran up on bullshit. So, I know some people, you know, they sit back and they think it's easy. And at times it is. However, it is much, much more difficult than people even realize. Especially if we're talking SPY, QQQ options, and we're talking daily expirations, where we kind of need to have, like, great pricing and great timing. Some of the other shit you can kind of get away with. Wow, 7 viewers and 2 likes. I am so happy to be here, man. Taking over the world. Hey, who's that, Walma? Did you change your name? What's going on? How we doing? Walma always calls me Professor. Right? The other day I was asking, how's SPY up 500-600 points? How is this possible? This is bullshit. It should have stopped at 400. And now we're down almost 600. You see what I'm saying? This is what I mean. I'm not crazy. I'm telling you, I'm not crazy. I know what I know. Wow, look at you. Working smarter, not harder. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Thank you. It's all about the extra views and the extra likes. DraftKings not cratering, but of course sub 30 as the markets continue to sell off. Son of a bitch. Hey, it's Big Nick. What's going on, brother? How you doing? For USO, would you do like a 72 string? Yeah, I'd buy next Friday. I don't know where USO is, but yeah, I don't know, like a point higher, 1.5 higher maybe. That's why, see, I would always say, like, I mean, sometimes, you know, you want to do the daily scalps. And again, that's what's difficult because it's all situational. And you know, people look for a generalized response like that. Like, oh, when you talk about this, like, how much time should I buy? Like, yo, I don't know. Every situation's different. I don't know. I know what I know, right? And you got to take the position. I don't know. I don't know. Working from home. Wow, look at you. Do not hop in a call, in my opinion. Should hop in a put, obviously. When is this rising? I don't know. Looking like maybe 2 o'clock. I don't know. Looks like we just want to channel down. Like I said again, we were climbing. Again, right? This is what I mean. Like, this was real. This was bullshit. So we now have to give all of this back, which would bring us to here, which is 67.30. So in my opinion, that's if and when we start to approach that level, that's when I would consider jumping into calls and catching a bounce. And what I know is to buy MBOT. There you go. MBOT to the moon! Yeah, so apparently MBOT was, like, they're speculating, they're looking for like 3 billion in revenue or whatever the number was for, next year. And we know how small the company is. So, I mean, obviously, if they start doing, billions in revenue, that'd be insane. But, I mean, even at this level, I mean, if they only do 10% of that, they'll be more than fine. Yeah, you can buy calls on SLV if you want. I'll type that out. Calls on SLV. That's silver. That's silver. SLV. Calls. Hey, White Tiger. How we doing? Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because it looks like it looks like the dollar's trying to climb a little bit. So usually dollar goes up. Oh no, wait, what did I say? Right, I said SLV calls. Yeah, they're gonna pop that up. They're gonna pop that up. Gold. Actually, looks like it's kind of wedging. That might be ready to pop up as well. Again, usually they move inversely with the dollar, so we did have what looked like an ascending triangle setting up, in my opinion, which is why I said calls. Sub 6750 on the S&P. You're welcome. You're welcome. My goodness, my goodness. See, the analysis is constantly changing. See what I mean? Because I typed in the Discord before, right? We were looking for a potential SPY call entry at sub 6760, right? But then we're sitting here, we're watching it, we're looking at the dollar. Now we're looking for a potential low of 6730, right? So the analysis has changed, but 200 people in the Discord aren't in here and aren't up to speed and aren't paying attention. So for all we know, the bulk of people in there who apparently don't disclose their positions to me, This may have jumped in calls roughly 10, 12 points ago, and now they are down. I bet VXX is up. Friggin' S&P tanking. Outstanding Big Joe. Bro, I don't care. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, honestly, that's what I mean. People come in here. They tell me these things. What can I do? What can I do? X up 13%. That's 15 minutes delayed, too. Yep, we're falling. We're dropping. You're welcome, brother. So as I mentioned when I was speaking about the SPY and QQQ and DIA puts earlier, right? I posted that, I think, in the main chat. And I was saying, looks like they're all potentially forming descending triangles, puts in play. And as you see, everything broke lower. S&P now down over 1.5%. NASDAQ down almost 2.2%. And the Dow down about 1.15%. This is what happens. I say time and time and time again, fake bullshit pumps are dangerous. And until it happens, it reverses, and people like you get completely effed, then and only then do they start to listen and take it more seriously. Yeah, I had Lou in the Discord yesterday asking about SQQQ. I told him you could grab shares of SQQQ if you don't want to buy puts on QQQ. I know you are, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're doing well. Some people deserve it. Other people are just in here taking up space. I don't know. Like I said, the calls have been great. So I don't know how everyone in the Discord, and I don't know how people aren't flipping out. Like, oh, I'm up huge. Thank you so much. Blah blah blah. Ricky Salgado gets the membership thanks to our buddy Joe. Calls now then, or waiting? Should have started scaling those puts, but I wanted to wait for the entry number you called. Yeah, I know it's not my fault. I just think market making knows what I'm waiting for. Yeah, see, this is what we call over-analysis by paralysis. Actually, strike that, reverse it. Paralysis by over-analysis, right? You sat there, you did nothing, and you missed out on 300% or whatever the frick they're up. 67.30. Once again, 67.30. And of course, DraftKings now broke the line because everything's dropping. Yep. Yep. What? Randomish. Oh my goodness. And it's funny, I actually like flipped the SPY put, what, like over here when we hit 67.80. I was like, yeah, it's a good return. Freaking thing just continued to get smacked up. Smack my bitch up. Meow. 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 All the dividend stocks staying green. Oh, oil be dropping. Oh, silver. Well, guess that didn't work out. Let me see something. Hmm. Hmm. Now the dollar's rising. Incorrect analysis. Gold and silver dropping hard right now. Gold down 0.8%. Silver now down 1.3%. Big volume coming out. And this market is all over the place today. Yep, silver now down almost 1.5%. Big reversal. We got Bitcoin down 3%. It actually just, it looks like everything is dropping right now. I mean, the dollar, again, slowly started climbing, but really not too much. Oil has now dipped. Gold and silver just started dropping. Bitcoin down 3%. Everything but dividend stocks are up, right? We got PM, VZ, Hershey, right? They all pay dividends. They're up. Everything else is just getting destroyed. So, jumped in puts on gold. Hey, all right. Good stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking or what I was saying, but yeah, my apologies on that one. Although I didn't expect everything to just start chunking down like that also, so bad timing as well, but I'll take it. I'll take the L. I'm a man. You seen Burry deregistered Scion yesterday? No, I did not. No, I did not. That is interesting. That is interesting. So HGraph live quote 248, MBOT live quote 197. Still holding that high 190 around that $2 level we were speaking about. SMCI at $35. We are dropping. Got stop loss on gold. Got even with puts. Oh, awesome, man. Awesome. Glad that worked out for you. I don't know. Are they reporting earnings or something? Coke is up, of course. Stock is phenomenal. All right. All right. Yep. Might be time to start buying the calls. Might be time to piece our way in here. Type in the symbol. Ba, ba, ba. Damn. Shit's expensive. Yeah, okay, yeah, I could go with that. I could go with that. Yeah, we can go even for a cheaper price. Funds are not cleared. Good faith violation potentially coming. Because I need to make money. I can't just sit here. Hey, Deli, how we doing? White Tiger jumped in a call. Here we go. I ain't afraid no go. Do we have one more drop? Think we do. Think we do. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Sparkles, get your sparkles here. Get your sparkles here. Hmm. Hmm. Up 15%. Hey, hi. Shit's easy, bro. I say it all the time. Shit's easy, bro. That's what I mean. That's why I remember people, I used to like nail like 2, 3, 4 option calls. And then I'd be like, yo, so, you guys send in a couple of bucks maybe? And people would be like, oh, look, you're just guilt tripping people, blah, blah, blah. It's like, brother, listen. If I really wanted to charge commission on every trade you take, and I really wanted to guilt trip you, I mean, everybody should be sending me hundreds of dollars every single day. Do you have any idea? Do you have any? I should be making like 5, 10 grand a day. A day. Hey, Vince, how we doing, brother? Yeah, no, you should, Joe. Honestly, you should. That's what I mean. I don't give a crap anymore, bro. That's why I'm calling people out right away, just like those Disney puts, bro. I thought like half the Discord would be in these Disney puts, and there was like 2 people in put. It's a waste. It's a friggin' waste. I think you just hang out for a little bit, brother. Hey, Deli Bob, love you, brother. Love you. It's always the same few people. Breaks my heart. All right. You guys watch that. I'll be right back. Okay. What do we do? Out of calls, 20% scalp. Okay. I think we're going higher, but okay. Bitcoin crashing. You did it too, but you have no clue. Okay. Everybody relax. It's all about the VIX, baby. It's all about the VIX. And the Disney puts, of course. Whew. Let's check our dollar. How's our dollar doing? Oh, we are rising. Yep, looks like gold and silver may go lower. EX Max Payne. No, I don't. Oh, this weather sucks. Measures where the market maker wins the most and pays the least. Uh, nah, I do not keep an eye on that. Wow, I see some blue in the sky. Oh, man. Now, this is what's known as a freaking sideways move right here. Yep, someone's car alarm. Is it Fugazi? That's it. You're reported. Racist. Racism. Roll them if you got them. Oh, man. See, again, this is why I say, man, I say fake BS markets, man. People are like, what do you mean? I don't understand. This is what I mean. What time is it? 2 o'clock? Well, if they don't stop bouncing this soon, we may seriously drop going into the close. Big news. New fighter jet just got announced. Uh-huh. It's all about the fighter jets. Makes me laugh. These people, I have no idea what they're doing. Yeah, most likely. Rolls-Royce is phenomenal again. Phenomenal. They got a little too big for their britches, right? They see, because again, that's, if you really think about it, running one of these companies is almost similar to running your own investing account. And you notice how almost every company is guilty of pretty much doing the same thing, right? You start growing, you start generating money, the stock's going higher, business is good. So then what do you start doing? Just like a trader who just, nailed a $10,000 play and now all of a sudden you have cash to play with, what do? Now you say, oh yeah, let's roll the dice on 2-3 earnings plays. Oh, what? This guy's talking about this stock? All right, I'll buy some of that one too. Now you just start throwing money around. And if you think about it, that's exactly what these companies do. They keep growing, they're doing good, then they open a new division, they come out with, whatever, 2-3 new products, a bunch of new crap. Oh, now we're getting into, the packaged food industry, right? All of a sudden they start doing random shit. And then you turn around 1, 2, 3 years later, and that's when you have to run into the restructuring issue, right? All of a sudden, margins are down, costs are up, our net income is down, our EBITDA is down, right? Rolls-Royce was paying the dividend, then they had to suspend the dividend. So that's what I mean. They had to do that whole restructuring, get everything back in line. Then, as the financials got healthy again, stock starts growing, we're beating earnings, margins are better. Oh yeah, by the way, now we're paying back the dividend again. But yeah, Rolls-Royce, brand name company. You know, just like we speak about like BlackBerry and CSX, right? CCJ, Hydrograph, right? Like we know that it's like the same thing, right? Canada, we got like a handful of businesses that we feel have good value to them. Same exact thing as Rolls-Royce, right? I mean, obviously there are, many large, well-known businesses in the UK, but Rolls-Royce is one of the biggest. And that's why, even when I saw them beating it up to $1 and people were like, oh man, is this, like, are they going out of business? Can they survive? Like, you kind of know that bounce back is coming, man. But yeah, just went off on a massive tangent, but I do still like Rolls-Royce. It has been doing very well. Had a really good comeback. The numbers are still healthy. I'm sure it'll be fine. %30? Yeah, you see, look at him, right? He was hesitant this whole time to do options. Now look at you, Lou. Freaking guy's taking a trade every 90 seconds over here. Yeah, I mentioned those SPY calls when the S&P was at like 6735, right? So that's why I was saying, like, as we get near that 6730, like that's when you start to buy. I do think we bounce here, even if it's back to here, right? That should make you a couple of bucks on the calls. Big Lou got 2 days experience. He is now an expert. Everybody make way, huh? Give this guy some room. Hi, Lucio. My man's clapping. I don't even know. I can't even tell. Yo, my freaking... Google Chrome is like permanently stuck in dark mode. And a lot of the time it's not a big deal. But I notice certain things like the emojis, sometimes they're very hard to make out on the dark background. And certain things, like if I'm on YouTube or something, right? Like when you go to change the volume, right? Like all that is black on my screen. So like when I highlight the volume, right, the slider opens and that's black, and I can barely tell like where it is or where I want it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know. I'm telling you though, it's my PC is like permanently in dark mode. I don't know what happened. I go into the Windows settings, I put it on light mode, I put Chrome on light mode, I Googled it, they were like, oh, try uninstalling, reinstalling Chrome complete. I did that, didn't matter. Why don't you tell Trump to tweet, huh? You're the fucking ex-master over there. You got your little friend with 7,000 followers. The guy's on a third-party platform speaking about himself in the third person. Right? So if that person is successful on X, and you guys know how to get to Trump and see some action better than I do, I'll tell you that much. It's, I don't know what happened. But like I said, my shit is like stuck in dark mode. And sometimes it sucks. Gold down about 1%, silver down 2%, Bitcoin down 3%. Nope. This kid's not as good as me. He's on a third-party platform, speaking in third person, which means he's in like the fucking ninth dimension or something. I don't even know. And then we check the numbers. What do we see? 7,000 followers. Yep. Saw a short yesterday of a tiny little Spanish Mexican girl. Spent a couple of grand to get her chest done. Now it's 40-second videos of, putting on halter tops. And what do I see? 1.2 million views. What's the point? You got prostitutes getting rewarded. You got freaking amateur traders getting rewarded. What is wrong with the world? Yep. Looks like the S&P's ready to drop lower. Yep. Yep. We're all animals. Forget about it. All right, that's your second warning now. You are racist. This guy thinks he's an honorary cousine today, right? Look at this guy. Oh, Fugazi, forget about it. Oh, hey. Oh, man. This might get ugly, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. Freaking Dow down almost 700. Damn. That's it, Joe. Let him know, Joe. Let him know, Joe. Yep. What do you think I flip out every day? Should buy another one, Lou. What are you doing? All in, Lou. All in. We are the world. We are the children. Spark 'em if you got 'em. Spike calls, baby. Spike calls, baby. Here we go. Here we go. Very stressful, yes. Can we just pop for God's sake? Bro, you don't take the Lord's name in vain in here. I don't care if you're talking about his sake, his vein, anything like that, alright? We out there looking to start a rumble today. Poor guy's gonna come in there. Yeah, Joe, I don't know if this is OSHA approved. They're gonna kick him right down the freaking stairs. Drop kick him. Right out of the freaking building. Gonna see a video of Joe just wailing on the guy. My spy calls are down. You come in here with this bullshit. Then we see the story on the news. That's how it happens. We are very tight, very flat. This is very interesting. That was good, right? You like that one? Look, see this? Praying they pump it for power. You gotta stop, man. You gotta stop. Why are you all emotional children? Can I just ask that question? Can I ask that question? What's the malfunction here? Like I know it's your money. I'm not trying to like jump down your throat, but if you can act like a little bitch, then go watch that bitch who apparently has 1.5 million subscribers for putting on clothes. Okay? We all get up in the morning and put on clothes. She got 1.5 million views for doing. Alright? So you want to act like a bitch? Go find that bitch and waste her time, alright? Unbelievable. I just can't anymore. This guy, look at Donnie, bro. Look at Donnie. He's laughing his ass off like an 18-year-old kid in frickin' Czech Republic. How come he's not emotional? You're killing me, Smalls. Oh, you're missing one hell of a party, I'll tell you that much. First of all, everybody was crying for the last 40 minutes. Now, as you see, I'm correct. So I should hear no more crying. Actually, I am having a good day, believe it or not. I am having a good day. Look at that flatness. I still say spy calls. I still say spy calls. Again, even a little bump like back up here. Hey, calls plus 25%, forget about it. That's it, you're banned. You're banned. 3 strikes, you're out. It's a good day, we're here. We're here. This guy, White Tiger, let me tell you something, bro. If I had your money, I'd be retired, right? Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. You're in here cracking jokes, right? I said the same thing about that punk Sleek the other day, right? People in here thinking they're somebody, thinking they're better than me. If that kid took his head out of the clouds and just listened to me, his few $100K would be 7 figures. I would have made that gentleman a millionaire that he didn't even deserve if he would have just listened to me. Like, I joke around, but believe me, I have fun with it. I know we're all having fun, but also at the end of the day, I mean, you literally see the potential. I can literally change people's lives in here. I know sometimes I'm hard to read. Sometimes we have some fun. It can't all be fun in games, though. Right? Can't all be fun in games. It says I got a dozen viewers. I should see a dozen people right now excited because the spy calls are moving, right? Fucking pikers. Every last one of them. Right? And I don't mean to put your business out there, White Tiger, but, right? I mean, you reached out and you were like, oh, I'm above the threshold. You know, how can I do this? How can I really make money? Like, bro, do you have any idea how much money you should be up today? Do you have any idea? Yeah, no, Thorny, believe me, bro. You're in the right place at the right time. especially at your age, man. It's all about knowledge, getting the experience. As you said, run a few trades. Oh, they didn't work out. I lose a few hundred. It's the knowledge. It's the experience. It's learning from the mistakes and compounding that growth moving forward, so that, every day after that, whenever you trade or invest, you'll do that much better, that much better, that much better. No problem, White, no problem. But again, the reason why I say that is, first of all, it's true, right? But also, again, it brings me back to something like BlackBerry, right? So, BlackBerry, again, you don't sell the calls here, it's fucking flagging, don't you see? You know what? I'm not going to get upset. I'm not even going to get upset. Am I wrong, Thorny? They're in here crying for an hour. Please go up, please go up. It starts going up. And then they're stunned. Then they're confused. You know who's confused? I'm confused right now. I am the confused one. I love you, Killian. Thank you, brother. Glad it's working out for you. Again, even this small bump to 67.50, I mean, that was a freaking layup. I think I was still saying what? Like 67.60 you could see right here. I mean, that's conservative. That's conservative. And if they do want to pump, don't we have a lot of earnings coming out? So we might come back up to like here. Going into the close, you know what I'm saying? This is why I say, take what the market gives you. Use it to your advantage. How do options affect the profit and loss? Yeah, no, they move, man. That's why people do them. And that's what it all comes down to, right? More risk, more reward. That's it. End of story. Left some runners. Fantastic. You're getting better and better each day, brother. Thanks for helping donate. Anyone who gets something good, try to help out. Gives help for free. I do. And like I said, people say, oh, you want to keep track of my calls? You expect something every time? Oh, you're going to guilt trip me when it works out? Yes. Yes, I am. Because other people who did not work at a firm, did not learn about the stock market, did not attain the Series 7 and the Series 63, top 5 hardest tests to pass in the country, did not work full commission. Remember also, I mean, like I said, I could have got a job at Chase right after I got my license, even if they started me at 30, 40 grand a year, right? I could have just hung out there. By now, I would have went to FA training. I'd probably be making around 6 figures, bonuses, right? That's why, again, I know what I'm worth. And the problem is, people come in here with like their $2,000 accounts and think I need to come down to their level. That's the issue. I mean, I'll work with you, of course. If you have a small account, you know, if we double up $100, like, I'm not looking for 50. You know what I mean? That's extreme. That's extreme. And some of you are so nice. I mean, you'll make $30 profits and then you'll send me like $2. And listen, I really appreciate it. But at the end of the day, like, you're not the ones who should really be worrying about that. And on an amount like that, you know, as much as you want to reciprocate, that's really not a big deal. Like I said, there are people in here, not in the chat right now, but there were people like in the Discord. There were people who used to watch the videos. I don't know where they went, but there are people who have high 6, low 7. I think I spoke to 2 people who were sitting in 8-figure territory. I mean, these people, I should literally be getting messages like, bro, I took a sizable position in this, and this. I'm closing out the year. I'm up like 1.4 right now. You know what I'm saying? The freaking testimonials that should be coming out of this channel that are not is just atrocious at this point. Anyone who's in this Discord like doesn't speak but checks in right away when I post something, like those are the scumbags, bro. Those are straight scumbags. Because I still say, every other person who thinks they're on my level, as we said, what do? They jump on Insta, they make a YouTube channel, and right away, oh, join my Discord, pay me for my trades. Oh, subscribe to me on freaking Twitch or whatever. Oh, you gotta buy my course if you want to work with me. So do I guilt trip after we see results? Yeah. But at the same time, it's a results-driven community. And I'm not charging anyone right out of the gate. And just remember, there's over 200 people in my Discord. If I really wanted to, if I wanted more money and I wanted to put everyone in their place, I can simply charge everyone $50. That's $10,000 a month that I would make. And again, that's just from people in the Discord. That's not including anyone else on YouTube who isn't in the Discord yet, who may want to join, right? New people coming from X who message me, oh, can I have a Discord link? Right? So that'd be $10,000 a month that I would make just off of Discord. And you and I both know that $50 a month is a joke. I'm worth minimum $50 a week, if not even $50 a day. And some people might say, wow, that's crazy. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's only crazy to you because you don't have the money. Or you're not making it as much of a priority as I am. I don't know what else to tell you. And again, if you're sitting here with a $1,000 account, you're not the person I'm speaking about. I want you smaller guys to know that. Don't think I'm being, this arrogant schmuck. Like, oh, you're 17, you just started? I need a $5,000 retainer fee. Like, I know who I'm talking to when I'm talking to them. Yeah, it's greed. If I get to that level, I'll send a few grand. That's what I'm saying, bro. I had someone come in. All right, I'm not going to say his name. I had someone come into voice on Discord and start telling me, oh yeah, I'm a farmer in Missouri, whatever the fuck guy told me. I forgot what state he was in. But he told me he put like hundreds of thousands into Hydrograph. His account was like 400K, and then he was up to like 2, and then he pulled back to like 280 or something. Found the channel, went in heavy in Hydrograph, like just as it was starting to move. And I was in there telling him, like, yo, like you're kind of crazy, but you know how I feel about this. I do have high conviction. It is risky, but I do believe you give this some time and this can get you back to 7 figures. Not only will you be able to get back potentially to 2 and reclaim everything you lost, you may gain even more. And of course I was joking around. I was like, yeah, listen, if I make you, 2.5, you should really send me a chunk of that. Like, if I completely U-turn your entire freaking net worth and turn you back into a multi-millionaire, that's why I say, like, what is that worth? And if I put you in that situation, hypothetically, and you turn around and you say, oh yeah, $100 a month, we are not cut from the same cloth. And you do not see what I see. And you think that anyone can do what I do. Yet they're not. Yet they're not. B&G, Snap, HII. As popular as Rolls-Royce was, nobody was bullish all over it with high conviction down at low $1. Fubo at $1. I mean, you just can't. You just can't. Yeah, freaking Playboy too. That's what I mean. It doesn't matter. Earnings plays, long-term call, short-term call. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. AMD started to dip below 100. People got emotional. They wanted to jump ship. What did I say? Go all in. All fucking in. Buy heavy. Buy even more. Watch what happens. Buy even more. Now the stock's at almost 300. You're the GOAT. Thanks, Killian. If you have that money and don't do anything, shame guilt, means you did something wrong. Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, yeah. Some people just don't want it as bad. Some people just aren't good people and just will never show that appreciation. You send that weekly? Yeah, you do. Yeah, now you're sending it weekly, huh? Must be nice now, huh? That's how we do it, baby. Nice call. Thank you for today's streams. Yeah, no problem, brother. No problem. Conscious won't let you be greedy. Good. Yeah, no. Like I said, I know you're smaller over there. Yeah, a couple bucks stream. That's fine. Yeah, Playboy. That was a great call. Company swings to profit. I bet nobody saw that freaking coming. That's at least a 10 to 20K thanks, gold or hard cash. If we're talking about if I turn a couple 100K into 2.5, 10 to 20, that's still too cheap. That's still too cheap. I'm sorry. Calm is real, 100%. If I get to upper 6 or hit 7 figures, you'll be doing the 25K day trading. I'll just say that. Yeah, I don't know. I rant sometimes, but like I said, I mean, all these people supposedly in the community, and what grinds my gears, man, it was just like talking to clients on the phone. It's like, it's like this is your money. This is for you. The work I'm putting in, this is your money, right? I mean, of course, I want you to reciprocate. One hand washes the other. And logically, I would want to make you money if that results in you sending me money. Right? That's simple logic. But it's just like the clients, man. It's just like the clients. Like it's your money. Like this is not for me. And I'm taking this more serious than you are. Like what the heck are we even doing here? What are we doing? Minimum for that farmer. If I brought that gentleman back up from 280K to 2.5, I would want that starting point. Honestly. And I know people are going to say that's crazy. I would want a 6-figure payday. Like I said, some people are very nice. Some people take care of me. I'm definitely not bashing the entire community, obviously. I'm not really out to bash anyone. That's what aggravates me even more. It's like, why do I even have to, like, speak these words? All the calls we're making, this community should be flipping out. These people should be freaking handing out my business cards and shit. Right? Walking down the street in their country, just grabbing random people. Like, oh, yeah, do you know the stock market? Look at this guy. This guy's phenomenal. Look at this guy. Should be huge by now. I once gave you $1. Yes, yes. I remember your $1. I still have it. Just because it was from you. I still have it. Put it up on the wall. Yeah, Dow is, everything just dropped down again. Dow is now down over 700 points. We know that 3 o'clock is power hour. So the next roughly 15 to 20 minutes is going to determine where we're really going to close. And if they want to break this, we may potentially see 6,600s, right? Which means we break 6,700. So if they start to continue to sell this off now going into the power hour, we may really start to drop down. I mean, we're starting to get these waves, right? And they're getting higher, right? Little wave, little bigger wave. So now we have to see, do we make a bigger wave? Do we just kind of hold and start to climb? Or do we potentially reject off the moving average and make a second shoulder? And then form our H&S and break? I don't know, man. I don't know. I know I said calls and we had a couple of bounces here. It looked good. Now it doesn't look good. I don't know. I don't know. Right now it's up in the air. Dow down 730 now. They're going to break it. They're going to break it. Just get out. Just get out. Just get out. Just start to get out. Just start to get out. Like I said, I'd rather miss out on profits and protect, as opposed to being a gambler and absolutely incorrect. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's kind of what we just saw with silver. Wow, silver's actually, gold and silver climbing back up now. Very nice. But, that, you know, that's kind of what happened there. So, I don't know. It just seems like a toss-up. And I just don't trust them. I don't trust them. I'd rather, you know, miss out on some of this run, and then we can, you know, you could jump in if you want and ride the wave into the close, maybe make a few bucks. But I don't know. I just don't trust this right now. Set up a 2.5 mil account where you get % of profit every year forever. that'd be huge. That's it, baby. 50-50 and the vacay. Yeah, no, like I said, not 50%, because I know we know the taxes are going to be big on that. You know what I'm saying? And if you sell at a 2.5 million worth, you're not keeping 2.5 mil, right? We know that. And that's what I mean. Like, I understand, like, after taxes, and if you look at, you know, percentage-wise, what 6 figures might be in comparison to that 7-figure profit. But remember, I just turned you into a millionaire, right? So even if I said, oh, you should send me like 100 grand, 200 grand, even if that is 10, 15, 25% of overall profits, again, I mean, at the end of the day, not to be a schmuck, you wouldn't have known about any of this without my information. And, you know, you sat there and clicked a button, and all of a sudden, I just turned you into a millionaire. So that's what I mean. It's like, that's what I did for you. That's how little effort you put in. What is that worth to you? What is that worth to you? And again, you know, a lot of people will respond to that differently. But again, right? You got someone like Joe. It's like, what? We just made, you know, 7 figures? Fuck it. 50-50. We're going on vacay. We're going to have a good time. And then we'll come back. We'll keep it rolling. So that's what I mean. You know, some people will definitely reciprocate differently than others. But I think we can all agree that like 70-80% of this Discord should be sending donations. They should be trying to join the stream when they can. I mean, I just feel like we have like 200 people in here that are just, I don't know. They think it's like a status symbol. Like they can show other people like, oh, look, I'm in this guy's Discord. Like, you know what I mean? But if you're not paying attention, it's null and void. Yeah, we're going to take care of that dollar. Don't worry about it. 3-minute chart. I don't know what you're talking about. Pay for your medication. What the fuck? The fuck? He's the only guy I know who started doing options a day ago. We go 1 for 1. He's got some of the most shit to say out of everybody in here. Why don't you go grab a Coke and a smile, huh? Take a walk to the store, get a Snickers bar or something, huh? Yeah, there you go. Do a bump. Go wild. Cocaine and hookers, my friend. Why else would you do this? Yeah. Huh? 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 Yeah, that's normal. Mm-hmm. See, bringing it up. Consolidation. Back and to the right. Back and to the right. Which means we may see up and the break. Or we may just break right now. Yep. And it's showing these lines, right? The dotted lines are showing the fib retracement here, down here, back up here. But again, it's forming these bottoms. It's gonna break lower. It's not gonna bounce as they're trying to make it. This goes lower. I think I think we see like 67.20, like 67.12. Like I'm telling you, I think we start really chunking down. Nasdaq still down over 2%. Dow's still holding negative 700 plus points, down 1.5% right now. Helped a guy invest in Tesla 2019, turned 2 million into 20 million. Never gave you a dime. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like just the type of person I am. Like there is no way you would get nothing. I literally couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I would literally wake up sweating from a sound sleep and be like, "Holy crap! That guy made me so much money. I gotta call him. I gotta contact him. I gotta send him something. I gotta." And that's what I mean. Like if I had, yeah, like a million and change or like 2.2 mil, all of a sudden I'm sitting here with like 22.5 mil because of you. Yeah, that's worth big money. We're not talking about, oh, I'll send you a couple of thousand. That was a great call. No, no, no. No, no, no. We're talking about human beings giving proper reciprocation. And I know everyone I help's not going to be a good person. But like I said, I didn't want to just be another person like, oh, send me 50 a month for my trades. Oh, buy my course. Like I didn't want to do it like that. I didn't want to do it like that. Mm. Bum, 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 bum. I don't trust a freaking thing. I don't trust a freaking thing. Yeah, that's messed up. I mean, you never know, right? Down the line, you may find out he did, but yeah, something like that. That's what I mean, bro. You make me millions of dollars. I mean, buying you a truck is that's still not enough. Well, listen, as you can tell, I mean, I have those stories too, and you know what? It just makes us better people for it. It makes us better. Um, let's see. Okay, what about there? Not really. Yo, it's a gamble, but like like if we see it's a gamble, but back here it's at like 67 40s. I would jump in puts again. It really looks to me like they're setting up to break it. Look at this. Can't even get back to the moving average. Yeah, this shit's weak, man. I think we're going to see players dumping. I think we're going to see big players dumping positions here. Yeah, I do think puts. Again, I was looking for a bounce. Yeah, puts. Puts, 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 puts. Puts, 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 puts. Watch, now they'll bounce it. Now they'll bounce it. Oh, maybe not. Oh. Oh. Lows of the day on the S&P. Down now, down at almost 750 points. Interesting. Interesting. Yep, it's going. It's going. I actually forgot I had a call. Ended up only taking a tiny loss. And again, it might bounce back. I don't know. I just don't trust. I don't trust any of this. And again, it might have all worked out, right? But we were talking about calls. I had that feeling, and then we had the break. $800 loss. How the hell? I thought you were buying one option. Yeah, no, like I said, I mean, they might bounce it. I mean, the calls might turn out to be all right, but like, I mean, that was right as we were breaking. I said to get out. I knew it. I knew it. Can't trust these people, man. You cannot trust these people. Hmm. And a black magic woman. Hmm. SMCI keeps tanking, yeah. I think puts. Yeah, you bought the wrong security. No, well, as SPX is the symbol for the S&P, which I track, which moves the underlying ETF, which we play options on, which is SPY. And apparently here you bought a contract. You just bought a straight contract on SPX? I don't understand even what you did. Kept calls after I said sell. I don't know, man. Like I said, I could probably make the money back for you. I don't know. I don't know. It's too it's it's impossible to try to keep track of all of you. Down now, down about 782 and a half, 785. We may see like 1,000 point drop here on the Dow. Hey, oh, let's go. Hey, oh, let's go. California love. Burning, bing, bing, burning, bing. All right, hold on. I need to stretch my legs. You guys watch that. Yep. I don't trust this. Yeah, I'll track everyone's account. Don't worry about it. Not like I have anything else to do. Yeah, got a couple of characters in here today. Couple of funny guys. Got freaking Lou over here, just lost his fucking mortgage. They're gonna bring it back to here. And they're gonna try to bring it back to you. Go give him a piece of your mind, Joe. The wrong guy at the wrong time. Maybe you gotta stop being the right guy. Got the wrong attitude right out of the gate. What a miserable day. It's nothing but dark clouds. Dismal. Jeez, put some brake fluid in that car. H-Graph 2.5, M-Bot $2. Uh-huh. Bro, I gotta get this volume out of here. My goodness. Yeah, looking for a big break here. Give me 1 sec. Up. We're below trend line. We're below trend line. 60, 67, 24. That's close enough. Look, see, we're below trend line. Yep. Dow now down over 800 points. NASDAQ down almost 600 points, 2.33%. Oh, yeah. What did I tell you, bro? Well, fucking genius, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. You might see 5, 6 points, but then I think it drops back down. Seven more points. Trump tweets overnight on market. I want to hold some calls overnight. Okay. All right. Well, if that's your strategy, I hope he says something for you. Uh-huh. Oh. Got a lot of earnings today. AMAT, new, RCAT, Laser. God, that company's still around? Evolve. Spoke about that one, I think. Newsmax. Fossil. Origin. Origin? Really? Bought some M-Bot. Let's go, baby! How many donos today? Not many. Not many. To the moon, Alice! To the moon! Alright, so let's see real quick. We got AMAT. What a joke. Uh, yeah, maybe puts on AMAT, to tell you the truth. Whew. I did multiple videos on that, saying I wouldn't touch it. What is this? Evolve. Might be puts too. Hmm. Yeah, we're showing this for today. So for earnings, it's AMAT, RCAT. Or should be puts, Evolve, puts. And I would do probably new and Newsmax calls. In my opinion. Let's see, I'll send out a tweet now, or an X, whatever it's called. Hashtag earnings, hashtag options, hashtag trading, hashtag. What's going on with this S&P? Yep. Yep. Starting to bounce it a little bit here. Might see a little late day rally. Late day rally. Yep. Yep. It says AMAT's at 4, RCAT at 405. So we can check a few of these. Evolve 405. Uh, my back. Hey, a little pumpy. See a little pumpy. Yep. Oop. Looks like we're popping. Seeing a little bit of a pop here. Yeah, late day rally. I think it drops back down. Give me a second. Got me a little slice of beets. Beets. Mm. Huh? Mhm. And there you go. Mm. Not too bad.
That was easy.
All right, you guys watch that. I'll be right back. Oh, does he drop? Now it smells like cheese in here. Oh, working right now. Oh, illegal, illegal. Oh, man. Yeah. Why does it taste so sweet? Uh, oh. Welcome to my hood. Uh-oh, we're very moist. Moist. Man, I knew this thing was gonna drop down. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. It's alright, Lou. We'll get you back on track. Yep. Sometimes you gotta close them out before you cannot. Oh, I have to sneeze. Woo! It's okay. Any mistakes made today? Listen, we live to fight another day. And hopefully tomorrow we can make a chunk of that back for you. That's okay. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. And that's the game. Huh? Got a couple of stocks reporting some earnings. Got a AMAT, ARCAT. I don't know who else. New Holdings, Newsmax. It said Newsmax anyway. I don't know. I didn't even look at the chart, honestly. Might have another MBOT situation where half these earnings aren't coming out for like next week. It's alright. It's alright. AMAT with pop and a drop. Q4 rev. EPS 238. They cleared 1.9 billion. Adjusted EPS 217. Estimates were 210.7. And the revenue, yeah, 6.8. It said analysts looking for 6.68. So technically a beat for AMAT. In my opinion, it should have kind of went down no matter what, but technically they beat stock up 1% right now. ARCAT, any action yet? Not yet. Oh, AMAT down. Sees Q1 adjusted EPS 198 to 238. Sees Q1 revenue 6.35 billion to 7.35 billion. So big range. And they were probably, we could check. Yeah, see, they were looking for just a touch below 6.8. So now, again, they're saying, gave them a pretty wide range there, about $1 billion range, saying could be from like 6.3 to anywhere from 7.3. So, starting to see a little bit of a sell-off now in AMAT. Stock now down 1.8% as expected. Let's see if it holds. ARCAT should be in a minute or two. What else did we have? Evolve. Not yet. New, I think it said like 5 o'clock or something. Newsmax coming out. Yep, we're out. Revenue 45.3 million, 4% year over year increase, outpacing election year comparison. That's actually a very good sign. Broadcast revenue increased to 36.6 million, 10.1% increase year over year. Newsmax remains the fourth highest rated cable news channel with over 28 million quarterly viewers. Quarterly. You have to follow the people. Oh, excuse me. Quote, we are pleased to announce another strong quarter that shows the power and consistency of our business, even in a non-election year when news audiences and advertising demand across the industry typically soften. Our performance this quarter reflects the strength of our diversified revenue model, the growing reach of our cable and fast channels, and the continued engagement of audiences across all of our platforms. Since going public, we have focused on building a company positioned for sustainable long-term growth. Our strong balance sheet and access to the public markets give us the flexibility to invest strategically, expand our distribution, and continue delivering compelling content that resonates with viewers. We remain focused on sustainable long-term growth and on delivering consistent value for our shareholders. Secure a distribution agreement, making Newsmax available in 900 plus hotels and 300,000 hotel rooms nationwide. Partnered with Curb to bring Newsmax to the Taxi TV platform, reaching over 15,000 screens across 65 U.S. markets, generating 2.3 billion annual impressions. Extended multi-year carriage partnership with Fubo, launching Newsmax in Espanol. Outstanding. Broadcasting live from Israel. Look at this. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. Implemented strategic cryptocurrency purchase plan of up to 5 million to acquire Bitcoin and Trump coin over the next 12 months. Positioning Newsmax to be the first New York Stock Exchange company to purchase Trump coin. Veritone. 20-year content archive. Okay. Appointed Dave Ganla, co-founder and CEO of Fubo, to the board of directors. Ha ha. Yeah. Cream's rising to the top now. Subscriber revenue flat. Uh-huh. 130 million in Gauge. Reiterated previously issued full year 2025 revenue guidance of 180 to 190 million. Newsmax currently flat. Oh, RCAT up 8% currently. Hey, Dead Red, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Appreciate the love. All right. Hey, listen, man. You know, like I said, we learn from our mistakes. You're even better prepared for tomorrow now. All right. I have no update yet. RCAT is up 8%. Man. Actually, I gotta turn my volume back on now. I knew something was missing. Ganti, I didn't buy RCAT puts, but I mentioned it. The Exterminator. What's up? Yep. Oh, pizza party. I'm down for it. I like pizza. Arcade only up 4%, 3%, 2%. I haven't seen numbers yet. I love how some stocks, like, you know, you immediately get the updates. Other stocks, it takes like 10 minutes. Arcat basically back down to flat now. And Arcat is now down 1.8% at 760, 757, 55. $737 and dropping down 4.8%. And there you go. All right. You guys watch that. I'll be right back. All right, I'm sorry. Really bad timing. All right, RCAT. What happened? Oh, baby, where'd this go? Where did this go? 632? Again, 632. Double bottom, 632, little bounce. It's still not showing me numbers for this stock? Earnings? No? Did I miss something? All right. Whatever. Deli says so far looks like 3 out of 4. Let's double check. We got AMAT still down 2 1/3. That looks like it should go lower, in my opinion. Just overvalued. Forecast higher demand in second half. Like, it's good. Like we say, a lot of these companies are doing just fine. We just pumped them to the frickin' moon. And as I said, sometimes you may see a company that comes out with a decent report and then they go down. Just because we have to kind of bring them back to reality a little bit. Same thing with RCAT again. You know, I know drone company, I know the revenue is like consistently kind of ticking up, even though we don't have numbers. But again, just over the last couple of quarters, right, we're at 1 mil, we're at 3 mil, we were expecting 8, but whatever, right? Even if they did another 3 or 5 mil, like almost similar to what we saw like in the beginning with SoundHound, right? The problem is everyone piled in after it ran because of that Hegseth news, right? So now we spike it up even more, but then we have to drop it down more drastically because of how much we ran it. And now it holds the trend line and remains strong because all these schmucks that don't know how to analyze a business are just continuing to buy it because that's what the idiots on Reddit are saying. And now we got to come all the way back down here. I literally drew out the line, right? And I think someone asked me about this, and I said, yeah, you could probably own it. I said, but if markets start to correct and drop down, it should break the line and come all the way down here. You could probably get it for a better price. I am very confident that's what I said. And as you see, this is why I said it. All right, so we got AMAT down, RCAT down, Evolve is up 8%. Really? Revenue surge 50, full year outlook raised with profitability improving. Oh my goodness. Revenue beats expectations, raises 2025 revenue outlook to 142 to 145 mil. Up 37 to 40% year over year. All right, the sirens are coming. As Evolve comes out with a big surprise. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. It's not like I'm live or anything. Company expects positive full-year adjusted EBITDA margins in 2025 with high single digits. Company anticipates being cash flow positive in Q4 2025. Revenue growth driven by strong new customer additions and expanded deployments with existing customers. Approximately $3 million of revenue attributed to the largest customer order in company's history. Very nice. Company sees increasing demand for AI-based security solutions. Okay. So yeah, 42.9 mil. I think they were looking for like 35 or something. So this looks like a really nice report here for Evolve, EVLV. Again, technically was overvalued as well. But apparently, they had a pretty decent quarter. I do believe if markets continue to see red, something like this will pull back and give back a lot of the gains. But, I mean, technically, good quarter for Evolve. IP license revenue, okay. Added another 3 million short-term rental. Okay. President CEO expressed confidence in the company's progress. He highlighted the meaningful progress across key business measures, including subscribers, revenue, and ARR, annual recurring revenue. Emphasized the company's ability to deliver real-world impact at scale and the growing demand for its solutions. Pretty much a decent report. And you can see how the big pop went from about 6.5 up to about 8, pulled back down here to 7. You know, could hold a little gain, but again, technically overvalued. But good report. I am more up for a Palantir put. Okay. New is not out yet, right? Up. New Q3 25 saw record revenue, robust profitability, and strong customer and credit growth. Q3 income beat record profitability for New Holdings, symbol NU. And of course, I said calls on NU. Customer base grew to 127 million with strong revenue, net income growth, efficiency, profitability improved, ROE at 31%, return on equity, adjusted net income up 38% year over year, AI-driven initiative. Okay, beautiful. Driven by its Brazilian Mexican businesses, beating projections. Company reported 783 million net income for the July-September period, up 39% year-on-year on a currency-neutral basis, and above the 757 million expected by analysts. Analysts expecting 757, company posts 783. CFO told Reuters the profit increase was mainly supported by the continuous scale gain in Nubank's main market, Brazil, while the company was also able to grow its credit portfolio in Mexico and cut what it pays for deposits in the country. Quote, the combination of these two things, the operating leverage in Brazil and the asset liability management in Mexico, led to a large boost to Nubank's consolidated results. Yeah, good numbers. The firm's annualized return on equity, a gauge of profitability, stood at a record 31%, up from 30% same quarter last year. Nubank revenue rose 39% to $4.2 billion, above market estimates of $3.8 billion, beat by about 10%, with net interest income rising 32% year over year. On the other hand, the closely watched net interest margin contracted about 1 percentage point in the same comparison to 17.3. In my opinion, that doesn't mean anything. Nubank, which reached 127 million operation September, announced plans to enter the United States, posted a credit portfolio of $30.4 billion, up 42% year over year. The 15 to 90-day delinquency rate came in at 4.2%, a 0.2 percentage point fall both yearly and quarterly. The over 90-day delinquency rate stood at 6.8%, a decline from the 7.2% a year earlier, but up from 6.6 in the second quarter. Okay. A result the CFO attributed to seasonal effect. Yeah, okay. That's a really good report, in my opinion, for New. That stock should be like 17. What were the highs here? 16.5. Oh, okay. It's near highs. All right. Yeah, they're going to bring that up 16.5 easily. It should be here. It should be like 17.5, honestly, in my opinion. How much you earning donos today? Not very much. When is Mbot? Bought some dip today. Wait, dip like tobacco, or you bought the dip in the market today? Newsmax slightly up, about 1.5%. So yeah, in the moment, we could say technically 4 for 5. Wow, look at Evolve coming back down now. Tell me they issued shares or something. Oh, you bought some of the dips. Okay, yeah. Because you said bought some dip. I'm like, what, tobacco? Bought some SoFi, Hood, Palantir. Okay, all right, fine. Just remember, SoFi, technically finance, but, tech finance, I guess you could say, right? Hood, similar kind of company, right? Also a tech company, and we know Palantir, tech company. So, again, not bashing those companies. In my opinion, consider a little bit more diversification. Just an idea. But of course, I understand, if you're young, if you have, money coming in every week, those are the ones you have now, you added to them, you're going to look for other company. If that's your strategy, fine. Then you don't need me to preach to you, but a little diversification never hurt anybody, SoFi's all right. SoFi doing big things. Look at Evolve, almost back to flat, only up a dime now, 1.5%. And look at you just throwing words around. Let us worry about the English, all right? How about that? You just sit there, relax, enjoy the show, huh? I have 20 companies in my... Okay, all right. Just making sure. Just making sure. Very good. Is it called cyclical? Yeah, cyclical. Cyclical. First time I watch your channel? What, right now? Today? Right now? Get out of town. Ah. Your name looked familiar, but all right. Welcome. Happy to have you. Oh, wait, hold on. 30 mil? Didn't... So this says it beat analyst expectations. And... yeah, we're seeing two different sets of numbers here right now for Evolve. Saying 43, showing us 30. That was Q3, right? Yeah. Well, Evolve bouncing around. Yep. Now Evolve only up 1%. Check back on AMAT. Still down about 2.7%. Checking on RCAT. Trying to rebound a little bit, sitting at 7. Still down about 9.5%. 2 for 2. Again, back to the Evolve puts. Looking like it may work out in about 5 minutes. We said new calls. They technically had a really good quarter, in my opinion. Really strong numbers. Stock only up 1.5%. Palantir ended the day a touch above 172. Newsmax also slightly up. Technically a good quarter. If Evolve goes red, and these... Evolve now down to 641, down 2.5%. That's the way you do it. If you have any more questions, dial information. Thank you for calling. Oh, beautiful. Looking for the red day, okay. Evolve, you have 200. Well, it is now red. Seemed like a decent report, though. Again, like I said, I don't know when you came in here, but again, I think, in my opinion, a lot of these companies just got overpumped, and we just have to bring them back down to reality. And even if we have a good report, decent numbers, and, they're like, oh, well, demand's through the roof, like, still might have to bring you down before we bounce you back and bring you back up. But it seemed like an alright report. I don't know. Like I said, I'm seeing mixed numbers. The article said 40. This is showing 30 and a miss. But either which way, it did sound like a decent report. But again, just a little overvalued. That is correct. You can only buy and sell options from 9:30 to 4 p.m. Your crystal ball's at my house, bro. That's why I just went 5 for 5 on the earnings calls.
That was easy. That was easy. That was easy.
Hey, look who's here. You're just in time to help us clean up. Because we had a frickin' blast in here today. Well, some of us did. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Just tell you, Discord guy showed up. Who's Discord guy? You add small caps in your portfolio for long term. I swing trade if I need to. Okay. Whatever you say. Well, it's been an eventful day. Nah, don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. Then why would I check it? Just gonna go up to $9. Oh, baby. That is percolating. That is percolating. Well, I don't know what Evolve's gonna do, but I mean, I guess if it stays green, if everything stays the way it is right now at this moment, then I went 4 for 5, I guess. But I was 5 for 5. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. After nailing a bunch of calls all day, of course, making everyone money as well. And they might want everyone to panic sell. Oh man, I am beat right now. We still got clouds in the sky. Alright. Well, good day. Good earnings recap. 4 for 5, almost 5 for 5. Remains to be seen. But I hope everybody had a good day. Thank everybody for stopping by, hanging out. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the love. Make sure to like the stream before you leave if you have not. And if you need me, I'll be in Discord. Yeah, Killian, peace out, brother. I will see you cool cats tomorrow. Later, bros and bros.